Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Publio. I'm going to sing a couple of songs to prepare our environment, to prepare our heart for the speak tonight. So I hope you find a good place to stay with us. The first song called Vibrate. When life lends a hand, it's time to open up your heart. It is time to love one another. It's time to take part. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, serving and loving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transformed into songs. Our dreams become reality. And we join Jesus for eternity. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality. And we join Jesus for eternity. The second song is called Good Old Man. It's a song made for our brother protector, Dr. Bezerra de Menezes. Oh, crystal eyes, color of the sky, Ray Bashi beard, Santa's look alive. Shine on your brothers on earth, suffering, living joy, or in pain. Blue crystal eyes, color of the sky. Gray bushy beard, Santa's look alive. Shine on your brothers on earth, suffering, living joy, or in pain. Bezerra de Menezes, Apostle of the good, receive our prayers and also our heart. Bezerra de Menezes, Apostle of the light, place our pain at the feet of Jesus Christ. The next one called Calm Me Down, to calm our heart, to prepare ourselves for the beginning of our meeting tonight. close my eyes to pray, I heard the sound of the sea far away. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. My harmonizes how well done in the hay. Music lifts his piercing sweet melody. Nature's love, a constant giveaway. Joy and peace, my heart finds its way. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, his arms I sway. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Thank you.
Someone told me long ago that life is just a long road. Sorry, mate, but life to me is way much more. No matter what it seems to be, it's always time to make a change. Sometimes all we need is only one more chance. So try, build a bridge over troubled waters, fly. If that's all that you have left to do, I want more. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more, no more sorrows, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark cold place. No more fear, no more fight. Someone told me long ago that life is just a long road. Sorry, babe, but life to me is way much more. No matter what it seems to be, it's always time to make a change. Sometimes all we need is only one more chance. So try, build a bridge over troubled water, fly. If that's all that you have left to do, I want more. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more, no more sorrow, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark cold place. No more fear, no more fight. I want more happy sunny days. I want more happy smiles on your face. Love sparkling the eyes. Tears no more sorrow, no more bad days. No more cries, no more dark cold place. No more fear, no more fight. Let the sun on the way shine, shine. Let the sun of the way shine, 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 shine.
sun will shine. Let Jesus' love warm you up. Live happy your life and never think of giving up. Forget about your problems, enjoy living your life. Open up your heart for love to come inside. Jesus by your side, and with Him close to you, you'll be glad and never become blue. Bright sun will shine. Let Jesus' love warm you up. Live happy your life and never think of giving up. Bright sun will shine. Let Jesus' love warm you up. Live happy your life and never think of giving up. Jesus by your side. His way is much easier to go. You'll be glad and never become blue.
It's always good of getting together. It's always good to do the good. I do believe the world can be better, and I know that you believe it too. Papa, Mama, brothers and sisters, let's get ready for our dawn. This is the time for those big changes we have all been waiting for so long. Listen to this call. The time is right now. Here is the place. So let's move in a faster pace. Jesus waiting for us to spread His grace. It's always good of getting together. It's always good to do the good. I do believe the world can be better, and I know that you believe it too. Papa, Mama, brothers and sisters, let's get ready for our dawn. This is the time for those big changes we have all been waiting for so long. Listen to this call. The time is right now. Here is the place. So let's move in a faster pace. Jesus waiting for us to spread His grace. Listen to this call. The time is right now. Here is the place. So let's move in a faster pace. Jesus waiting for us to spread His grace. Jesus waiting for us to spread His grace.
Hello, everyone. Here I am back again. My name is Pablo, and tonight I'm going to be the host of our Spiritist Talk. So, before we start, we'd like to say thank you for all of you that is joining us tonight, and I hope you're feeling good. And we also have a couple of announcements to tell you. First one is If it's possible, turn off the notification of your cell so make you more concentrated. So our meeting is composed of 30 minutes presentation plus Q&A. And that's the presentation that we have. And if you find a very good place, quiet, to pay attention, to listen to us, it's going to be much better for you and for us. So also, we'd like to let you know that our meeting has a treatment, a spiritual treatment that consists in magnetized water. So we'd like to ask you to save a container with water. So in the end, it's going to be magnetized by the spirits, the protector spirits. So also, I'd like to inform you that our meeting is retransmitted by Spiritist Canada Facebook and YouTube. Is also retransmitted by Continental America, Continental Conference Americas, and also on Wednesday, it retransmitted by Kardec Radio through the Facebook and the YouTube channel. So everybody is welcome to participate with us. And we are so happy to tell you that finally we are getting there to start again the Get to Know Spiritism. It's a free online course that happens every Saturday. And we will start a new groups on September 7th. So everybody is welcome. Like you, the person that stay with you, brother, sister, wife, kids, everybody's welcome to come and study with us. You're gonna be surprised with so many subjects that we study there. So everybody is welcome. We're gonna post the link. You can put your name there. We will send you the link for the meeting on Saturday. It's through Zoom. So everybody is welcome. We also would like to inform you that this group offer gospel at home. So if you're planning to start a gospel at home, we have a group that supports you to start and maintain the gospel at home. And can be during the week, can be during the weekend, is up to you. And there is a link there in the transmission that you can put your name, and we'll contact you for the further information and prepare to start the gospel at home. And also, we'd like to inform you that we're going to post a link to, we have a book with vibrations that you can put your name of a person that you love, that you like, that is needed vibration, good vibrations. So this book is a very close book that the institution, and if you put the name there, we will put the name in prayer for all of you. Can be anyone that you love, that you know that need it. Okay. Also, tonight we have a special meeting. We're gonna learn a little bit more the power of the thoughts. How important is the power of the thoughts in our lives? And the presenter is our sister, Monica from London, Ontario. So soon she's going to be here with us talking about the power of thoughts. So to make it easier for you, everybody is welcome to make comments, to ask questions after the presentation. So if you have doubts, please write your questions. We will be happy if you can answer according to the presentation. Okay, everybody is welcome with questions. We also would like to inform you that always our meeting starts with the initial prayer. So I will do it, and after that I will bring our sister to talk to us. So for this moment, I'd like to invite you to close your eyes if you're possible, if you feel comfortable, and bring in your in your brain, bring in your soul the image of Jesus Christ, our brother, our master. In this moment, say thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to be here, to share those moments with brothers and sisters for many different places. May your peace be with us tonight and forever. So be it. And now, I'm gonna call my sister Monica. Look like I met her for a long time ago in another incarnation, because it's a very powerful, I think it's the power of the thoughts. Monica, welcome to our meeting.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm so happy you are here. But like it was instantaneously. When I saw you, I said, I know this soul. It is right here in my heart, because that's the point. We know each other for this incarnation or from another incarnations. And I feel so pleased and happy to have you here. So now the moment it's yours. So feel free. In the end, I'm coming back for the questions. Okay? Feel
Thank you
free.
so much. Thank you.
Okay?
Okay, I just want to start saying thank you for everyone for this opportunity to join this Spiritist talk in this very cheerful and musical group. So let's talk about our thoughts. Let's just start with a brief exercise. Let's imagine that we are in the spiritual realm and hopefully surrounded by a beautiful garden, by our spiritual guides, in peace, in serenity. The catch, every single moral and spiritually advanced being in the spiritual realm can actually see every single one of our thoughts. Just imagine the embarrassment, the awkward moments that we would experience and probably will when we are there. Now let's go back to our daily lives. Our ordinary day might have some components of those activities. You might have breakfast with loved ones on a daily basis or at least a few days a week. Imagine if you and your significant other, your kids, the ones you share the roof, could see every single thought you're having while you're exchanging polite smiles. You run errands, you smile to someone in the streets or in the grocery store. You're being polite, but you're actually thinking, why I'm here? I'm annoyed. I stayed a long time in the line. The cashier might be also um, not very pleased to do this job. You go to work, or you go to university, or you do other professional activities. Maybe sometime you saw a colleague presenting something and it was very interesting, but you're nodding, agreeing, smiling, but deep inside you're feeling envy, or you wanted to be the one getting the award or presenting these very neat ideas. You go back home, you share another meal with your family members, but your mind is somewhere else. You're either looking at your cell phone or thinking about something that happened during your day, or being anxious by something that is going to happen tomorrow. You're not there. And every single one of those thoughts are being shared, but we are not aware of it. Every time we go to the Spirit Center, or even now, we are sharing a talk about the power of thoughts. Maybe a few of us are here really paying attention, and maybe others are looking into the cell phone or thinking what they're going to have for dinner or what they're going to do tomorrow. So every single day, our mind never stops. We always imagine. And actually, many beings can see and interact with what we are thinking every single day, every single time we have a thought. We are actually embedded in an invisible network, a network that creates energy, force, interactions all the time. Emmanuel, through the mediumship of Chico Xavier, has this very neat and easy to read book, Thought and Life, Pensamento e Vida, where he shares many very important ideas and teachings. In one of those chapters, he says the mind reflects life in all its aspects. And Emmanuel and André Luiz as well, they all share how our thoughts create actually create things, every single one of our thoughts. And those creative forces are traveling the cosmic fluids that is embedded between us, among us, in waves. We connect with each other, with incarnated and discarnated beings all the time, creating and destroying circuit connections networks. And the stronger the connection, the more beings thinking about a specific idea, the longer this creation is going to live. Our thoughts can be understood as waves. They travel through the cosmic fluid, creating, according to the law of attraction and repulsion, connections between us. And it impacts every single one of our actions, our thoughts, our emotions, even though most of the time we are not aware of it. Our thoughts can strengthen or weaken our relationships with others. We are drawn to the ones that think alike with us. We are here listening to a Spiritist talk. Chances are we are connected somehow because we are minds that are somehow thinking alike. And those mental waves that we are um, sending and receiving 24/7, they're gonna influence everything. How I feel, the actions that I am about to engage with, the words that I'm sharing with loved ones or not so loved ones, my mind, my health, everything. And the idea here is to be vigilant. We need to choose and reinforce positive connections, positive thoughts, instead of being drawn to negative thoughts in a circle that elements and influence it getting stronger and stronger. We can think about the power of thoughts as a ripple effect. You toss a little rock on the lake. You're gonna see a big splash in the middle, but the waves keep going and going and going. The idea here is that my thoughts and the energy that I am emanating are gonna have a big impact on those that I am sharing most of my time. It's gonna be my significant others, the ones that live with me, or my co-workers, those that I'm sharing most of my time with. The, the minute I influence them, they're gonna influence others and others and others. Again, Emmanuel on the thought of life. He try to explain us how the power of thought can amplify with energy, with connections. The more energy, the more emotion I put in a specific thought, the stronger it is. The stronger is gonna try to find minds that think alike, incarnated and discarnated. So the idea here is the thought is strongest when I put more emotion on it. And just like thinking about the ripple effect when you toss a rock in the lake, you have a bigger impact on those who are close to me. It's going to be my significant others, my kids, the ones that I love and share most of my time, my emotions, and my thoughts. And the idea here is that we need to be vigilant on the pattern of thoughts that we are having on a daily basis, because we are creating cause effect relationships all the time. Those cause effect relationships can be good for me and for my loved ones, and for the ones I interact, or not so good ones. And it's very hard to break those patterns of thoughts. Kardec tells us a lot about the power of thought. On the Spiritist newspaper of May 1867, he tells us that it can be concluded that around a person, a family, a city, a nation, or a planet, there is a fluid spiritual atmosphere that varies in vibration according to the moral nature of the spirits involved. And this atmosphere is created by our thoughts over and over again. In the Genesis, Kardec tells us that spirits act upon spiritual fluids not by manipulating them as men manipulate gas, but by the aid of thought and will. So if you have an idea that has a strong will, a strong emotion connected with, that's very powerful. It can be a good one, or it can be a not so good one. So thoughts create things all the time. Thoughts are creative and destructive energy. We can think about how spirits present themselves. They use their thought and their will to create a specific skin color, hair. They are disconnected. How they are creating, how they present to us. By using their thought and their will, they can have cane, they can have a specific cloth. They manipulate the fluids using the power of thought, will, emotions, and they're going to create shapes, heads, clothes, staffs to connect with us, with our imagination, with our thoughts and our emotions. So the idea here is that just like a master can show themselves with a specific, very peaceful face and clothes and everything to enlighten us, spirits that are disconnected and in suffering, they can show wounds, scars, they can show anger or sadness with their faces. And that's all created by the power of thought and will, shaping the pure spirit. And it takes a while to heal and reform those patterns of thoughts. They're toxic. We see those in many books that tells us about the impact of suicide in the perispirit. Kardec and André Luiz, they both tell us a lot about the idea that thoughts actually become an LCD screen in the top of our mind that can be seen by high spirits. So, but how our thoughts become an image, and this image can influence our reality? Because if we are thinking about something, I had an idea, and this idea is powerful and has will and has emotion, this is gonna show as an LCD screen in on the top of my mind. It's gonna influence my spirit, and high spirits can see it, and spirits that are suffering or and somehow connected with those images. Those images are not always peaceful and enlightened. They are drawn to it. They are connected with it. So I can create many, many LCD screens. Some of those might be happy ones, others might be sad, anger, and every single one of those ideas that I put a lot of emotion and will on it, they're gonna live for a while. So the idea here is that our thoughts create images. We think with imagination of all the time, and those images are gonna attract similar thoughts that are similar to mine. It's gonna be invisible for me, but I can be having a conversation with my significant other, with my boss, with someone in the grocery store, and we're exchanging ideas all the time. The more connected with this being, incarnated or not, the more this exchange is going to influence the images I'm creating and the images the other being is creating all the time. And that's a call for us to be aware that we are creating all the time. And by creating, we are attracting beings that are connected with whatever images we are creating on a daily basis. Kardec on the Genesis, he also tells us about these pictures, these photographs of ideas. He tells us, moreover, the thought creates fluid images and reflects itself back on the spiritual body as on a mirror. The thought takes on body and somehow photographs itself on it. Let us say, for example, that a man has the idea of murdering someone. Here he tells the someone is just thinking about, very angry and thinking, I should murder this person. I could do this. That the weapon I'm gonna use is that, and I'm gonna take this person on this specific day, and that's how I'm gonna do it. In the end, the person decides not to kill this individual. But the ideas, they were so embedded with will and emotions that it became a reality in the fluid that is embedded everywhere. And those images can definitely attract some others disconnected beings and even incarnated ones that are connected with this idea of anger and violence. And maybe he didn't murder someone, but he might be influenced in doing something connected with those ideas. Now, that's André Luiz telling us about thought forms, or thought prompts, other similar ideas, and the continued focus on it gives this thought strength and form. The more we think about something, the more will, the more emotion we put in a specific thought, the more stronger it is, the more alive it is for incarnated and discarnated being. This process connects us with others who share our way of thinking. Through this projection of forces, we engage in inevitable exchange with all minds, incarnated or discarnated. Those thought forms can either liberate us or entangle us. Joana de Angelis also tells us about this over and over again, how important it is for us to be mindful of our thoughts. Here in the moments of happiness, she tells men can be considered a thought that it externalizes, fosters, nourishes. I find it very interesting that she put nourished because if we think about what we are thinking on a daily basis, what connections we are doing, we're nourishing some thoughts that might be good and some other patterns of thought that might be not good for us. And Joanna continues telling that this mental landscape is created by us and shaping our energy, shaping our perispirit, shaping the connections we are doing on a daily basis. One of the most powerful thoughts, prayer. The power of prayer lies in the thought and does not depend on the words, the place, the moment which it's preferred. Therefore, it is possible to pray in all spaces, at any time, alone or with others. 100 people can pray selfish, whereas two or three joined by the same aspirations, praying like true brothers and sisters in Christ, will give more power to their prayers than would be 100 selfish persons. So the power of prayer, just like any other thought, is embedded in the love we care, in the emotions, in the will we're putting on it. It's we don't need to know beautiful words. We just need to really connect with our mentors, with Jesus. So just a brief recap about what we saw so far. It was a lot. We're exploring this dual nature of thoughts as a creative force. First, we thought that we are embedded in emanating invisible waves over and over again. Our thoughts become vibrations that are invisible, that connect us with other beings, incarnated or discarnated, that have similar thoughts. It's a creative force. Positive thoughts possess the power to heal, to alleviate suffering, to connect with high spirits, creating protection and getting us closer to our guides. But it can also be very destructive when we have persistent negative thoughts embedded with strong emotions, sadness, anger, envy. We are also emanating invisible waves that will connect us with incarnated or discarnated beings that are in the similar vibration. This pattern of thoughts influence everything, and it can influence entire communities. We can think about powerful thinkers: Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Chico Xavier, Adolf Hitler. They were all powerful thinkers. They all influenced many persons, depending on the vibration they decide to use. Leon Denis also tells us a little bit about the power of thought. He tells us the fluid envelope of a spirit is lightened or darkened according to the refined or gross nature of the thoughts which are reflected in it. Every act and every thought makes itself felt by the perispirit and is imprinted within. If brutish and passionate instincts darken the fluid system, generous thoughts and noble deeds make the opposite. Again, Leon Denis, our actions and thoughts are translated into vibratory movements, and their focus of emission to the repetition of the same act, the same thought, over and over again, is a powerful generator for good or not so good. Not sure how I am on the time. I think I'm going to be able to finish it. So, on Matthew chapter 26:41, they say, "Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation." Our thoughts actually influence our body more than we know, more than we believe. So, how does our thoughts and emotions leave an imprint not only in the fluid cosmic, but also on our perispirit? We have a big responsibility not only on the thoughts that we exchange, but also on the words and emotions that we meet, because all of those thoughts and emotions and actually words exchanged, they're gonna be living in the room for a while, depending on the emotions connected with it. Our thoughts, words, emotions are imprinted in the universal cosmic fluid that surround us, creating ongoing record of everything we think, we say, we do. And those imprints can even be utilized by spirits and have a lasting presence depending on the strength, on the emotion, and the will connected with those thoughts. On the Missionaries of Light, André Luiz tells us when he was visiting a Spiritist center and they were having um, a meeting um to make some physical effects, and he thought that they created a throw because they wanted to communicate with everyone who was joining this meeting. And then this throw created with ectoplasm started talking with those attending the spiritual meeting. And then André Luiz asks his mentor, how is this throw talking? Is this voice coming from the mentor of the meeting? And then the mentor said, no, it's using actual voices of incarnated being who were exchanging thoughts and ideas and actual words in this specific room. So if we stop a little bit and think about this, um, let's say that we had a heated discussion with someone in our house, and things were said that we regret, and were said with strong emotions, with anger, with sadness. Those words are stored in the room and can be used by disconnected beings for good or not so good. So we need to be mindful not only about our thoughts but also about the words we are saying, because those words and those thoughts are gonna somehow influence the spiritual fluid that is connecting us and is embedded in us in our house. We need to be mindful of who we are inviting to share the meal with us, to sit on the couch and watch something on TV, what we are creating on a daily basis. Another brief recap. So, how we influence the ambient we are living on. We need to be mindful of our thoughts, emotions. We can positively influence our surroundings by engaging in many practices that are good for us and for others. And we can have a big impact on the energy of the ambient, on your own energy, on and the others that we share the house by praying, by meditating, by doing charity, trying to maintain a good vibration. A man reaps what he sows. On the Spiritist book, Kardec asks, can spirits see our innermost thoughts? They often see what we would like to hide from ourselves. Do spirits influence our thoughts and actions? They often direct both. Their influence is greater than you think. So we need to be very mindful of the connections we're doing and who are we inviting to our work, to our house, When we go to a meeting, we just started this live, and there it was asked to keep some water in the room to be fluidified, to be energized. It has a lot to do with the power of thoughts. How does tap water become energized water? With strong will, strong emotions, strong thoughts from ourselves and from our mentors, because they are using the fluids and the vibration that surround us to energize those water. It might be something that looks very mysterious, but if we agree that we are surrounded by energy everywhere, and this energy can actually be used by high spirits to manipulate it and to vibrate the water, we can understand that our thoughts are being used and the energy in the room where we are. Another activity that is very frequent in Spiritist Center are the hand in position, the passes. It also has a lot to do with the power of thoughts. When we are in the Spiritist Center, we are asked to stay focused, to stay open, to allow the energy that is brought to us by the medium and the spiritual guides to energize us. Usually, when we are receiving a hand in position, a passe, there is at least three, sometimes more minds connected. Your mind receiving the passe, the medium that is using their fluids and the energy to give you the hand in position, and at least one high spirits helping them. That's why we usually start asking, prompting you to think about Jesus or think about something, your guides. Okay. And by the collective thoughts of many beings, we also influence the energy in our neighbor, in our house, in our neighbor, in our work. So Joanna de Angelis, in this book After the Storm, she tells us Earth is victim of conflicting vibrations in minds of out of balance. Lack of love, uncontrolled ambition, pervasive hate leads to great imbalance and dire consequences. Why? War, violent protests, conflict at home, with family, at work, on the streets, and in everyday behavior. And we can think about this in a binary way. We go to collective despair or collective construction. If we watch the news every day and we are consuming bad news, bad ideas, bad images on a daily basis, this is going to influence my thoughts, the images I am creating, and the energy in the ambient. Sorry. So if we have a news about an accident or war or something, and many people are thinking about this specific accident, they are creating a very strong energy. So we need to be mindful what we are consuming. What kind of Netflix series are you watching? There are a lot of violence. What news are you watching? What are you consuming? Who are you inviting to sit with you on your couch when you turn on the TV? Or we can think about collective construction. We can rethink, reshape our reality by focusing on positive thoughts and actions. We have the power to create a new environment in our house, in our work, in our place of worship. And if we think about spiritual places, they're all created by thoughts Nasula, any other place of support in the spiritual realm. They're all created by will, emotions, and thought of the high spirits. As we thought before, one of the most important thoughts is the prayer. If you pray with love, with deep will, and the most important of all, good actions, to do charity, to engage yourself in doing good to others, and be always mindful. That's what I have. Thank you.
Wow, I'm so surprised, Monica, because we Spiritism is here around 167 years. Kardec was talking about thoughts in that time, and you came as a wake up call to remind us how important is thought, our thoughts in our life. So we have a couple of questions, and I'm the one that asked a lot of questions for you, but it's so important because in the end you answer one of my questions, but I'm going to ask anyways because everything is connected. The thought is powerful, and I'm going to start with let me see here, one of the questions. So yeah, I'm going to start with mine. How can we create better thoughts, and how spiritists can help on it?
Yeah, that's a challenge. When I was preparing this talk, I felt deeply hopeless because if you are paying attention on your daily basis, even as spiritists, we know a lot, we have a lot of knowledge, but to do it practice it on a daily basis is very hard. It's very easy to turn on the TV and watch the news and start talking about a politician or something at work or gossip, you know. So we need to watch and pray. We need to be vigilant. It's impossible not to go on those thoughts that we know we shouldn't have it. But as soon as I have it, I should stop, deep breath, and try to change my mindset. It's not easy. It's a work on 24/7, but it's and spiritism help us with a lot of reading. You know, you can have a book nearby your bed instead of looking into social media or to the news. Maybe you can open something from Chico Xavier, so from Divaldo Freire, so something that puts your mindset on the right path.
This reminds me a book that came around 20 years ago, uh, Daniel Goleman, talking about emotional intelligence, saying that we can learn how to be a better person, emotional person. So it's like the same thing about the spiritism came 167 years ago and say, look, you can do it. You have to practice it. But like you said, it's not easy, but we can start. But the next question is a continuation for this.
Mhm.
And thank you for the answer. The next question is that way. Controlling our thought is more important than we could imagine. So, do we need to be an extraordinary person, or anyone can start now and get better with the time spent exercising good thoughts?
Well, if you think that we live in a constant exchange of waves of thoughts and emotions, the minute you stop, let's say you pray every night before you go to sleep, you're getting yourself connected with your spiritual guides. You wake up in the morning and you say, thank you. Thank you for another day. I'm blessed to have a house, to have food on my table, to have this enlightened doctrine of Spiritism. And that's going to create an energy and connections with the good spirits. Are they going to be with you 24/7? Probably not. They have more to do. But the minute you're connecting with high spirits, with good thoughts, you're breaking this cycle of thinking about gossip or anger or and sadness. So little by little, we are changing the energy in the ambient, and we are changing our thoughts, our emotions. Yeah.
So we don't need to wait to be a expert or a very famous person. Anyone can start now, right? It's like a homeopathy that you every day a little thing, and you start getting used for doing this every day. Like you said, gratitude, be gratitude to be here again, to have food. So little I'm going to say little thoughts start getting in our mind more frequently, and you're getting better. It is right.
Yeah. Yeah. I recall one spiritual meeting I went, and Dr. Bezerra de Menezes told us that it is very easy to be friendly and good with those that are friendly and good to you. But the real challenge is to keep on doing good deeds, on going with our daily lives, going to work with a few co-works that are nice, others are not very nice, and challenges at home and all that. So that's why we're here. We incarnate to learn, to be better beings, and we are the better version we ever had. We're better today than we were yesterday, and tomorrow we're gonna be a little bit better. So we're on the right path. It takes time. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's only two more questions. One is from our brother Rodrigo from London. And it's very interesting because you mentioned a lot of time Emmanuel, you mentioned Dre Luis, Chico, now Dr. Bezerra de Menezes. So he asked this question. Oh no, it's not this. It's not this one. It's this one. Is Thought and Life, Pensamento e Vida from Emmanuel a good introduction to this topic in Spiritism?
I would say it's a book that everyone should read. Emmanuel, in the introduction, he says that this book is actually a manual they have for the spirits that are getting ready to incarnate, like the do's and don't. So he tried to make it the simple as possible for us. It's small chapter, one page in each topic. It looks very simple. It's very hard to do it on our daily lives, but yes, it's an amazing book. It is, and it's easy to read. Yeah.
So, okay, thank you. That's the last question now. Because we talk a lot about the good thoughts. We have to cultivate the good thoughts. We have to start thinking good things. But this question has another face, another side. Listen good songs, right? Reading good books, watching good movies also can help us to have more good thoughts or vibes. How about the other way around?
Yeah.
Music that doesn't bring any good message, a movie or a book. So how about that? How's the influence of those thoughts in our lives?
Yeah, that's what we thought. The thoughts and the emotions they're creating, it doesn't mean they're creating good things, you know? So if everybody is watching the news about a tragedy, a war, and in every single home they are discussing about a specific politician or someone that did something horrible, they are creating a big wave of thoughts that are going to be there for a while, and many disconnected beings are going to use this. So when we start going to a spiritist center, we lose a few friends. They don't want to go with you and have way more drinks than you planned, or go to a place that you don't feel more welcome there anymore, or watch a movie that has only violence. So you change a little bit, and little by little, you're choosing your crowd, those that think alike, that do deeds that you feel that you should be doing, so it's little by little, step by step, but we're doing, yeah.
Wow, this is very wake up call to everybody, because even though a lot of us are spiritists, we know how important is the thoughts, but a wake up call is always welcome. So, and you did it very, very well. Would like to say thank you, Monica. And
Thank you.
I'm sure we're going to invite you to come back another day and help us to get better, like you said, little by little, day by day. And thank you very, very, very much. Name of
Thank
all the
you.
group, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Every time we read and we learn a little bit more, we know, oh, I need to be more mindful and look into my LCD screen.
Oh, yeah, that this power that we have to study a lot and prepare, and we get, oh, this is look like it's for me. So
Yes, yes.
thank you
Thank
very,
you.
very much.
Thank you.
So we are happy to have Monica bring those thoughts, how important. So now we are finalizing our meeting. So we're going to start the spiritual treatment. That, remember, I asked you to set aside a container of water that she mentioned to magnetize with our thoughts, our vibration, a vibration for our mentors. So what it is spiritual care, what it is spiritual treatment. It consists in the past, a transfusion of spiritual energy, assisting our physical, emotional, and mental balance. To best benefit from the spiritual treatment, please follow the guided audio instructions or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes to help with mentalization. So now, put aside the container of magnetized water that you will receive reeling energies from our body and soul and our thoughts, which you and your family can benefit from. So as we know, we're gonna do the prayer that also is gonna be a final prayer. So for this, I invite you to close your eyes and getting the opportunity that we learned tonight, getting good thoughts. So be grateful to God for these opportunities to be here one more time and learn a little bit more about the spiritual realm, learn about the gospel of Jesus Christ, learning about our thoughts and actions. Allow the good spirits to be with us, helping us to get better day by day. Stay with us today and forever. So be it.
Let's get ready for the pass and water fluidification. Please get a container with clean water to be fluidified. Brothers and sisters, it does not matter where you are, what type of hardships you are going through. Jesus is always ready to come and help us. Place yourself in a comfortable position which can make it easy for you to reach concentration and receptiveness. Breathe slowly and easily. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Fill up your lungs with air and let it out very slowly. Let tranquility and peace energies penetrate your lungs and move throughout your body. Your soul in harmony with your body feels easy and in peace. Let's imagine Jesus' passage. A clear day The sun's golden rays illuminate the happy passage in Capharnaum. A lot of white houses, multicolored vines, and hopping birds fill the landscape with optimism. The news about cures attracted the crowd in need. Suddenly, Jesus appears slim and handsome. His tunic was hanging down to his feet. At sunset, all those with sick people hit by several illnesses would bring them, and as he placed his hands over each one, he would heal them. This is what Luke the evangelist says. Let's imagine Jesus approaching you. He holds his friendly hands over our head. Notice that from his generous hands, a waterfall with clear and pure water originated from his love come to bathe you. It flows on your head, goes down your shoulders, bathe all your being, and brings you peace, serenity, and balance. They remove all impurities and pacify you. Feel the water bathing you, cleaning. Breathe. Now, imagine Jesus as a sun before you. His light, his warmth surrounds you. Feel the healing energy that comes from Jesus towards you. He hears your prayers. Trust him. His love is endless and it follows you and protects you. It provides you with everything you need. Have faith. Absorb the healing energy from Jesus. His light surrounds you. Feel the energy going through all your body. Feel stronger and in peace. Lord Jesus, our divine friend, reach out your generous hands, Lord, and change this water into medicine for our physical and spiritual illnesses. Protect us, Jesus, with your peace. Spread those vibrations of love throughout my home, Lord. May peace, health, and tranquility reign here. We are very grateful to you, Jesus. Stay with us today and forever. Thank God. Please remember to use the fluidified water.
Hello, dear friends, brothers, and sisters. Would like to say thank you to participate with us this special meeting tonight. So all of you are invited again to be here next Tuesday for another chapter of the Gospel according to Spiritism. And I also remind you, our Get to Know Spiritism is starting September 7th. So remember that you can follow us through our Facebook and YouTube channel. Also, the light, a path of the light in the Instagram, Spiritist Canada. So everybody's welcome. Register there, and every week we are here meeting, getting to know a little bit more the gospel of Jesus Christ, and everybody is welcome to study with us. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend, long weekend to all of you. Good night.
seeds of love as our Master Jesus taught. You will see that behind every sight there's a flame shining bright, tiny spark created by God. I will follow your path, Father, 'cause nobody's alone in life, and the scars of my destiny will be healed by your love. Disseminate wherever you are, glowing seeds of love as our Master Jesus taught. As our Master Jesus taught.